Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to Unleash Her. Wow. As we come to the end of this year, I just want to slow down for a few moments. And what a beautiful year this has been. Such a learning curve. This was the year of the snake. 2025 was about shedding those old layers of what no longer serves you. And let me tell you what, oh, I felt it. I took some time to really align myself and to be in nature more, to be more still and quiet. And so many things have happened this year, and I've grown. And because endings are sacred, they hold wisdom and they hold truth and they carry what is going to come next. And so before we rush into this new calendar year, let's pause together. Let's take a breath. Hold one hand on your heart and one on your body and just notice how much has changed. You may not even realize it yet, but you're not the same woman you were the time of year that this year began. You've shed layers. You've released illusions. You've grown in ways that didn't always feel graceful or comfortable. I know I have. And 2025 may have asked you to face yourself honestly and to stop numbing yourself and to stop pretending, to stop waiting. And if it felt uncomfortable at times, that wasn't a failure. That was an awakening. See, because the truth is that growth doesn't whisper, it calls you forward. And this year wasn't about becoming someone new, it was about remembering who you already are. It was about remembering and connecting with your intuition, trusting your body, listening to that inner voice that has always known the way, even when you ignored it. If you found yourself questioning the things that you once accepted, that wasn't confusion. That was clarity. You were beginning to guide yourself into alignment. And I'm so proud of you. I am. And here's what I know to be true: the women who are listening right now are women who are ready. You were not brought here by accident. This was all a plan. So you have to be ready to hear those messages when they come to you. You're ready to live with intention, and you're ready to stop abandoning yourself. You're ready to choose a life that feels alive, not just productive, not just acceptable. And readiness, it doesn't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it feels like restlessness or dissatisfaction. It feels like this quiet ache that says that there's more for me. I was meant for more. And this feeling, it's not a problem, but it's an invitation. One of the biggest lessons that 2025 taught us is that waiting costs more than courage. It costs time, it costs joy and vitality and self trust. And so many of us delay our happiness because we think that we need to be ready, more healed, more confident, more certain. But transformation doesn't begin with certainty, it begins with a decision, a calm, grounded decision that says, I'm ready to meet myself at a deeper level. And as we move into this next chapter, I want to share something that has been quietly, intentionally, and lovingly created. the Unleash Her coaching program. This program was born from everything that I've lived, I've taught, I've released and embodied. And it's not about fixing you. It's about becoming someone else. It's not about that. It's about becoming a higher version of yourself. And it's about coming home to yourself. And in this journey, we're going to walk through 6 powerful steps, okay? Now, these are the 6 steps that have changed my life. This has been years in the making, years of stepping in to this version of myself. And I'm here to share this with you, and I'm here to guide this with you. So, here's the 6 steps that we are going to study and embody. And number 1 is awareness. And you can finally see clearly. Decision. So you choose yourself without hesitation. Desire. And so you reconnect with what truly lights you up. Rewire. So you release the old patterns and shed what doesn't serve you. Release. Let go of emotional weight that no longer, that you don't need anymore, that you don't want to carry anymore. Let go of that weight that has been laying you down. Embody is so that you become the woman who lives from truth, alignment, and inner peace. This work is gentle, but it's also very powerful. You know, it's the kind of transformation that doesn't just change your mindset. It changes your energy, your body, your relationships, and the way you move with the world. My life this year has been a huge awakening, and it took those steps. It took me taking the time to heal, to let go, to release, to reprogram, and to embody. And I can help you if you've been struggling. If you want to step in to a different version of yourself, if you want to be healthier and happier, and if you want to look and feel 10 years younger, this is your place. I am here for you. I'm ready. Are you ready? I think you're ready because you are here right now. You know, when women come back into alignment with themselves, something beautiful happens. You soften and you glow and you feel lighter and you become more alive. You don't look younger because you're chasing youth. You look and feel younger because you will release what has been draining you. Your stress goes away. Self-criticism quiets. Joy returns. And life begins to feel full again. You know, we are going to deal with contrast in our lives, but however you look at that, someone just mentioned to me today something about how hard, how difficult something was, how irritating it was to be faced with all of these things in our life. And I said, actually, I look at things differently now, and I see that as an opportunity to learn and to grow. And when you get there, everything in your life is beautiful and everything is a gift. So if something inside you is responding right now, I want you to trust that. You know, don't rush it and don't overthink it, but just acknowledge it. Because the woman who stepped into this work are not the ones who have everything figured out. They're the ones who are willing to listen to themselves. They're the ones who are ready to live consciously intentionally, authentically. And maybe this is your season to stop doing everything alone. I want you to be part of this community, part of this tribe, part of this sisterhood. This year, the Unleasher anthology that just was released on December the 12th, last Friday, reminded us of something powerful. That women, when we share our stories, we heal ourselves and others. And this coaching program is the next layer of that journey. It's where story becomes integration. It's where insight becomes embodiment. It's where healing becomes lived experience. Your story doesn't end with awareness. It evolves through your action. So as we close out 2025 together, I want to leave you with this. You don't need to become more. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need permission. You just simply need to choose alignment. Let 2026 meet a woman who trusts herself, a woman who honors her body, a woman who lives from truth instead of fear, a woman who allows herself joy. I want to thank you for walking this year with me. Thank you for your openness. Thank you for your courage. I'll be sharing more about the Unleash Her program starting very soon. Until then, let this moment just sit with you, because this is not the end. This is the beginning. Stay present, stay aligned, and never forget that you are already becoming the woman that you were meant to be. And I am so very proud of you. I believe in you. I believe you can do whatever you set your mind to. I know it. And I know that it is never too late. I'm stepping into a birthday next week, and I'm very excited. I've never been so excited about a birthday because I've seen this year as I've grown that I decide who I want to be and how I want to feel and how I want to go into this next year of my life. Not just next year, every day. Now I live in the present moment. I live for today, and I want you to do the same. I believe in you, and I love you, and you're important. Everything that you have ever desired when you were a child, when you were a kid and you had those goals and those dreams in your life, I want you to experience them. I really do. And I know that you can with the correct guidance. My mentors, Bob Proctor and Kathleen Cameron, helped me, but it took the inner work, the embodiment. They taught me what I needed to know, but it took the quietness, the alignment in order for me to step into that version of myself. And I'm here to help you, and I'm here to guide you. So if you feel this message, reach out and you actually go to my website, Roberta Campbell Official. You can see everything there because we are growing and expanding, and we are helping others rise and move in to this next version of ourselves. It's so beautiful. I love you all. See you all soon.